Welcome back, pals and gals, to the next episode of PhoenixCast. Ryan's going to introduce himself now. Come on, Ryan. You can do it.
No, I don't wanna. Don't make me do it.
You're not leaving till you do it, boy.
Hi, I'm Ryan, or Kyan, whichever one you want to call me. I don't really mind.
Good. After a good start.
I used to be known as Hollified Kyan, but now I'm Phoenix Kyan because I've risen from the ashes. Why are we here? Stop letting me ramble and get to the point.
I like the rambles. Okay, so today we're going to talk about HD remasters on console. Well, just on anything.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I don't know why I even bothered.
Man,
yeah.
that's Sonic Adventure DX, am I right?
Oh, you mean that very rarely given 10 out of 10 game?
This podcast is not giving Sonic Adventure DX a 10 out of 10.
No, you're not wrong. It's not a 10 out of 10. 9.5.
I was about to say 11.
Turn it up to max.
It's time to rev it up. In the words of my good friend Yusei from Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's Beyblade.
That's not what I was quoting.
No, I know, but I've had that in my head for
Why?
a couple of days now.
I mean, I watched the Beyblade episode the other day, so that was a weird.
Like randomly, all I hear in my head is no 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 no.
Never forget the time he beat Kai from not beat Kai. He beat a bully from jumping, and then spinning while jumping, which somehow gave his blade more velocity to win.
Yeah, it was,
never use that again.
It was a cool time.
Never
before could a kid think, when I grow up, I want to spin tops.
Yeah, but they were cool though. Like no one had ever
They were
done that.
cool tops.
Yeah,
they
they
had
were.
metal discs.
There was
in them.
fucking Dragoon, Dranza, Drigger,
F. Ooh.
Drigger, fucking Drasil.
Yeah, I remember Drasil.
Oh.
Wasn't Drasil Kenny's?
I'm trying to think of one of the most random ones.
I don't know, man.
Drasil was fucking.
Whose was it?
I'm gonna kill you.
It's been a long, long time since I watched Beyblade. Just because I remember the
I was
opening.
about to say TK. It's Max. Max's was Drasil.
Who the fuck is Max?
Blonde kid
Oh, that's who I thought was
with
Kenny.
freckles. Kenny's the one with glasses.
Oh.
And his like spinning top is like a bouncing blade.
Okay, and then
Kai's like, yo, you know that bouncing blade you got? My Dranza really wants to break it.
I gotta say that this sounds like it calls for a rewatch of the first season of Beyblade.
And then V-Force.
young old Scotty.
And then V-Force. And then G-Revolution.
You can fuck yourself.
That's season 2 and 3 to you.
You can fuck yourself.
Right, HD remasters. Go.
Is Tyson in this? Is it Tyson?
What, V-Force and G-Revolution? They're seasons 2 and 3.
So, they're like continuation.
Yeah.
Alright.
They're the Blade
fair
Breakers.
Enough. I'll watch those.
We're the Blade Breakers!
Oh, is it Metal Fusions? I swear that's one of
That's
them.
the shit one.
That's the one that I'm
That's the
like,
one
no,
after that,
fuck
like,
it.
they're different characters.
Yeah, fuck that.
They're like Metal Dragoon, even though that Metal Dragoon's in V-Force. Go.
Okay, so we're talking about, well, we're meant to be talking about HD remasters. When is enough? Enough?
Well, one, give me my Beyblade HD remaster from the PS1.
Oh, we're going down this route. What was it I was talking about earlier? I said that I wanted to get people on this, and this is the platform to do it. I can't remember what it was. So. Oh yeah,
Blood
Legacy
Diamond.
of Kain HD collection, and I'm not just talking like 1 or 2 games, like these weak ass HD collections you get on consoles, like Silent Hill. I'm looking at you.
Right, so you want Soul Reaver 1, Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 1, Blood Omen 2.
And Defiance.
Defiance.
And not the shit MMO.
Oh yeah, that one too. And then, wasn't there an actual MMO to do with the Legacy of Kain?
Yeah, I've got it.
What was it called?
Nosgoth.
Yeah, that's the one.
I've got it on Steam.
Does anyone talk about it? No.
No, I've never heard anyone speak about Nosgoth.
No one talks about it.
I had it on Steam until, someone happened to...
Accounts getting banned.
Which wasn't me. I do not cheat. I play shit without help.
My package is 8 stops away.
What package?
Oh, I've got USBs coming. Because my USB broke midstream, and it was very upsetting. But anyway.
Oh, bibs.
What? To speak about your Legacy of Kain collection, I want it to load up and have the woman from the Devil May Cry HD collection. Legacy of Kain HD collection.
That would be brilliant. Honestly, the best part about
And
the
then
HD.
when you click the start screen, instead of the Devil May Cry music, it's just the sound of Kain sucking blood through the air.
Oh, that.
Yeah, some weird like.
Every single time he does this. What? No one can see me. So
Yeah, no,
massive open mouth. And then
Not an audio feature.
gives himself like a little wipe of the mouth. Every time.
If anyone's seen Whose Lines It Anyway, it's when the joke was made of like the things you'd say to your dog but not to your girlfriend, and then the
Come.
guy does the hand come, but it's like that, but he's sucking blood out of a body.
That was a convoluted way to describe
But you know what? It worked. Where do you want to start with this? What are we on about? The oversaturation?
HD remasters.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start with the most pointless one in existence, in my own personal
Yeah,
opinion.
and then.
Skyrim Legendary Edition for current gen consoles, and that is mainly because
That was
the fuck
loud.
was that?
That was very loud.
Okay, and that is because why do a HD remaster? Because you do those to be like, now it's up to standard with current gen, yet modders do it better. Why make a remaster for something that someone else has already done better than you?
Let's put it clearly, because people will buy it.
I
And that's
know.
why.
But I'm just saying, from a consumer standpoint, it is the most pointless.
It was 60 FPS, wasn't it? And
I believe so. It was on the X. I don't know about the Pro.
they must have upscaled the graphics a little for the Legendary Edition.
Yeah, no, it's got better graphics, but they're not that much better. Like, you could get some basic mods that take you about a half hour.
Yeah.
Just install a few mod packs on PC, and you'd be looking way better than what Legendary Edition does.
Another one that's kind of pointless was the Devil May Cry one.
On PS4.
Yeah, there was really no need for it.
Honestly, for me, I think the PS4 one made more sense. They should have not done a PS3 one.
Yeah.
Because PS3 one, I don't feel like there was that much of a jump from PS2
But
to PS3.
As far as I know, they haven't changed anything to do with the PS3 one, like version. Like, for instance, the final boss in Devil May Cry 1, still inverted controls. Like, you
Yeah.
can't change that.
Didn't we spoke about that in our first podcast, didn't we?
I think we did.
Because you said, "Oh, I remember doing that on my birthday."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which my birthday just passed, like 5 days ago.
Wouldn't it have been like 4 years ago? Playing DMC HD collection.
Well, my birthday wasn't 4 years ago,
Well, it
but
was.
HD collection would have
One
been.
of them was.
No, it would have been 5.
Really?
Because I was with Steph at the time.
I played that on 360, so that would have been before I made the switch to
Yeah.
PS3.
It was on 360. It was the first time I ever completed Devil May Cry 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd never finished it. Hell, I'd never even played it before that HD collection.
I think I mentioned this in the first podcast as well, actually, that I played 2 first because I was too scared of the puppets in one.
Yeah,
to
you
play
did
it.
say that, yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, 2, in my opinion.
But
Unpopular opinion, but 2 is better than 1.
Obviously, recently we had Shenmue HD.
We did.
And
What a shit show that was.
That's not aged well. Sorry to people who do love Shenmue, but I was going to play this HD collection because I'm curious about 3. Everyone got really hyped when obviously 3 was announced, and it was like, I saw a video and I was never going to touch that Shenmue HD collection because it just doesn't look worth the 30 quid they're making you pay for it. If they made it for the fans, great, but I would assume they made this for free.
I feel like it was a bit of both. It was a place you can start if you want to get into the story before 3 comes out. But at the same time, you know, the fans who don't have a Dreamcast anymore or whatever the hell. It was actually on Xbox as well. It was on the original Xbox. Shenmue 2.
Yes, it was, yeah.
I don't know about the original Shenmue.
All I've heard about the main character is he's about as dull as a wooden board because he just says like the same couple of lines.
He looks super generic.
Granted, some of the gameplay is actually like way ahead of its time, like a time mechanic.
Yeah.
Do you know about that one?
Yeah.
You know, you could collect prizes from like this little pod thing. You could get like Pikachu or Supersonic, for example.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like little collectibles in the game that were cool. But driving a fucking forklift as a job and like just to waste time, doing these karate things to waste time. So if I'm playing a game just to waste the bloody time to get somewhere, it's like, come on.
Yeah, I agree.
But
yeah, that game, as I say, if you're going to HD something, what if it, only do a HD remaster of something from the...
Didn't we agree that like we think it should be a remake? They should have remade 1 and 2.
Shenmue 1 and 2 should have been remade to the standard 3. But then 3 was made through a Kickstarter, so I don't think they had the funds to do that. I think that would have been
they
a
had the
problem.
funds to do a remaster, so they must have put some...
Yeah, but you saw the state it came out at.
Yeah, true.
So, like, did they really have the funds to do a HD remaster? Because I feel like if they put a bit more money into QA it might have actually came out not a pile of shit. I
Maybe.
understand them using the same audio because like it might be part of the charm for the people who played it back in the day. But the fact that like cutscenes will just cut to black and you can't see anything, that's there's no real excuse.
People getting crashes on like certain things.
Yeah,
and the fan base haven't helped. You know, like,
trying to defend it.
Trying to defend like crashes in a game. It's like if this was a normal day game, we would be shitting on it.
Yeah.
Just because it's a classic does not mean that we shouldn't shit on the prospect of the HD. And let's be clear here, HD Remaster clearly just means, it doesn't look as shit on a fucking HD TV.
Yeah, it basically makes it look as you remember it.
Do you remember Devil May Cry when we first played that? We were like, yeah, it's nice, but what's the difference here than just getting a reshader and just smoothing out the edges?
That's all it is.
That's all it was. And obviously achievements and trophies. That was it.
My main thing for HD remasters is trophy support. That's why the graphic increase is nice, but I don't play games purely for graphics. So for me, it's the fact I've got trophies to encourage me to go and get 100% in the game.
You know they're going to... The PS5 is going to come out and they're going to port over Final Fantasy 15 and like proclaim it's like
of course,
a better edition.
I think that goes without saying. I don't think you can... Like, they love FF15 so much. Don't get why, but you know, whatever.
We've already discussed that.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I stand by the game to say it was decent. Bad ending. They basically should have included all the base DLC as part of the base game.
Yeah.
Fair enough if they wanted to release all this episode Noctis and change the ending and whatnot as DLC, but they literally have points where they go off, and then they're like, we're going to cut that out and make you pay for it. So I just don't think there's any excuse for developers.
Welcome to the real world. There was one that was like a really stupid remaster, but it was clearly a cash grab, Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Like, they released it without its DLC maps in another Call of Duty game because they clearly wanted you to get Infinite Warfare.
They literally, only in the limited edition.
Yeah.
So they made you pay 70 quid.
And then they released it separately, which I always knew they were going to do.
Way down the line and charged you full price, like standard game for it.
Yep. And then we're like, you see all these DLC packs? There you go, you got to buy them again.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. Yes, they did. And on top of that, added microtransactions into a remaster of a Modern Warfare game.
So they took a game that everyone loved and made it shit.
Made it shit. And that's why everyone was scared for Modern Warfare 2 HD, which doesn't look like it's happening now because it's backwards compatible. Yeah, I know. Along with 3. But I think hopefully they've learned their flipping lesson. It's just getting ridiculous at this stage. What else was there? There
was another one I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it is now. For me, even though it's something I buy myself, it's when there's multiple versions of the same HD remaster. So they'll HD remaster a PS2 game onto PS3, i.e. Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy X, and it will be, say, 30 FPS at HD, full HD.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, how can we make money? I know, let's increase the frame rate by 30, which is really freaking easy when you go up a console.
Well, Kingdom Hearts was increased, 10 wasn't. 10's still 30. So it's 10.2.
What the fuck is the point?
10.2 added in the, you could change the soundtracks. Because you couldn't do that on the PS3.
Couldn't you?
No.
Oh.
They added that as like a new feature that could only be done on the PS4.
Except 10.2 doesn't even have a second soundtrack. They didn't remaster that one.
No, they didn't.
Only 10.
Which is ridiculous in itself.
I actually forgot 10 even had remaster soundtracks. It's been so long since I've played that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts and 10.2. It feels like a cash grab. Like, that's when I say enough is enough. If you've remastered it for PS3, don't remaster it for PS4 as well.
It would have made sense for 1.5 and 2.5 if they released it for the Xbox One as well. Yeah. If they did that and it was a dual, then yeah, sure.
But
and then 2.8 comes out on both.
Yeah. The fact that they just
let's not forget that Dream Drop Distance is technically a HD remaster.
It is, yeah. Well, to be fair, yeah, so 2.8
from a 3DS game.
They did a really good job on that.
They did a good job, but that's still the point of the podcast.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, we're not exactly saying whether they're good or a bad thing.
No, but
we're saying when enough is enough. So what? I suppose
something
you could say
new
etiquette that they should follow to not seem like they're just a money grabbing company.
It has to have new features. It can't just be the same bloody game full price just because they've HD'd it. I'm doing quotation marks here. HD'd it.
Yeah.
Like, all you've done is just do something a modder could do within a week. Like,
it depends on the game, how old it is. I mean, if you're going up a console, like, what was it? Well, for instance, God of War, was it 3?
3 was remastered, yeah.
Onto the PS4?
It's going to be on PS Plus, isn't it, soon?
Is it?
So is Destiny 2.
I know Destiny 2
So are
is.
you happy that we bought that day one? Because I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm fucking annoyed about it. Continue.
In fact, Destiny 2 is free now.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
But I bought it digitally, so I have no reason to get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I bought mine physical.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see how much it's worth and then get this one.
Mm.
But, yeah, God of War. So, I don't see a reason, other than accessibility, of porting a game that was just from PS3. Because there can't be that much of an increase in graphics from HDing it. PS3 was already a full HD console.
Yeah.
I understand from, like, a prime example of a good etiquette.
Unless it was 60 FPS. Like,
maybe.
But then calling it a
it's been out a
remaster.
while, so I don't know.
I'm
But,
not too sure.
A good etiquette for me, personally, is Final Fantasy 12. Because there was nothing on that from PS2 to PS3. The PS3 literally was, when they first released, FF12 was one of them titles that you could play.
Backwards
Like
compatible.
backwards compatible.
Yeah.
It even had a sticker on the case of the original FF12 release.
Yeah.
Compatible with PlayStation 3. So I thought that was one of its selling points for some reason. But they skipped PS3 out completely and did a PS4 remaster.
And gave it the
And
Zodiac
included
Age.
all the Zodiac job system stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that is a prime example of a good HD remaster. They timed it right, and they gave you a load of new content.
Didn't a Monster Hunter game just come out for the Switch that's technically a HD remaster? Mario
yeah.
Kart 8 was another one that was technically one as well.
Was it though?
Because
Wii U was a HD console.
but then what is that just a port?
That's just a port, I think. They ported it and just included DLC on disc instead of making you download it. That's all it was.
Is that shady or is that fine? Because it was still a full price game.
That depends. Well, it doesn't depend. I think that's just personal choice. I don't know if I would consider it shady because you gotta look at it this way, really. Yeah, they could have left it on the Wii U, but no one liked the Wii U. So,
But
if
then
people,
couldn't they have put all this resource into making 9?
maybe, but 8 was a solid game and it hadn't even been out that long yet. But then also the Switch didn't have many games.
But then think about the people who did get it all for the Wii U. Like, there was no incentive.
I bought Mario Kart 8 on Wii U.
Yeah, but then all the DLC as well. And then, and then Nintendo were like, oh, if you get a Switch, you can buy it again, and you get all the DLC, which you've already paid for before.
Honestly,
that to me is where you should be like, they should be able to tell that you've got the game and give you at least like a 50% discount or something ridiculous.
they should, I think, give people a discounted price to get it digital. Because your Nintendo account is associated with your Wii U as well. You could sign into your Nintendo account.
Yeah.
So if you've got it on your account, or like you've got a save data and DLC is registered to your account, they should have easily been able to be like, okay, you can get it for 20 quid.
2 remakes that we haven't discussed: Ocarina and Majora's.
Yeah, those were quite a different one because they were made better, but it was like weird because it's a remaster from a console to a handheld.
But then also technically a remake because they've overhauled the graphics.
Yeah, I suppose you could consider it a remake, yeah, because it was a big jump in graphics. It definitely wasn't just like smoothing out the edges.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, those were really good actually. Example.
Ocarina was well, I completed it first on the 3DS, and I enjoyed it much more than I ever did on the 64. I don't know what it was. I think due to the handheldness, the Water Temple felt better.
The biggest upside to the Water Temple on the 3DS is the fact that your inventory is on the bottom screen.
Yeah.
So you can just tap the iron boots. Whereas doing it on GameCube, because
I
I never actually played
menu,
it.
equip the iron boots, come out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I never played it on 64. My first time playing Ocarina. Well, okay, I'll tell a lie. Here's a story. I really wanted to play it, and I used to play games on my uncle when I was a kid. And I was terrified of everything. So I used to watch him play. And the one time he gave me the controller was when he knew, right outside the Forest Temple, when you first come out of the Lost Woods, on the other side, and you finally get to where the Forest Temple is.
Yeah.
And there's that wolf that pops out in the corner.
Yeah, the wolf, yeah.
Yeah, he just gave me the controller there. I was like, no, there's nothing there, don't worry about it, just run forward. Man, I was terrified. That wolf popped out. I was like, no, you take it back.
I know we discussed this off camera. Let's move away from this. So we agree that there are good ways to do remakes. There are good ways to do remasters.
Yeah.
Just in one of the shady parts of the business is re-releasing the remasters for a different console and not really giving enough benefit to get them for full price.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we think?
Or if anything, they should do a crossplay. Like,
10 did technically do that.
No, it didn't. No, that's not what I mean.
Oh, right.
10 did do it.
Do you mean crossplay as in like you could be like, oh, well, you've got it, so we could just use it?
Yeah, as in you buy it for a console and you get it for all.
So that's almost as Sony would go backwards compatible, but we both know they're not going to do that.
No, even if it was just digital. Because obviously they released...
I saw a tweet the other day, and I think you probably saw it. A tweet literally saying, if Sony did backwards compatibility like Xbox have done, they would fucking destroy Xbox.
Yeah, they would.
And it's unbelievable
Xbox's
how right that is.
big selling point over Sony is
the backwards compatibility to the original Xbox.
Yeah.
If they could find a way to get original PS2 games to work on the PS4 and like upscale them for the Pro, like, that would be insane. Think of all the games.
It would be a lot better if they could add trophy support into. Because do you know what they were doing with the PS2 games?
Yeah, but they
PS4?
stopped that, which was weird.
I know.
They were like, yeah, we're
we're
really invested in this. And
did
then
they stop, or have they just not done it for a while and they get it?
No, it just seems like they've stopped. Because they released, what did they release? They released the GTA collection, which was like San Andreas, Vice City, and all that.
Yeah.
And they released a couple more after that, and then it's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
And there's been no updates, nothing new. They released, I think the biggest update they released was 9. Final Fantasy 9 had come out for the PS4.
I think that was the last thing.
I don't remember anything else after that.
But that wasn't PS2, I guess, so it doesn't count as that offer. But as far as backwards compatible goes, that is the last.
Think about all the people as well, like me and you, who have bought the PS1 games on the PS Store, on the PS3. And then Sony were like, oh yeah, but we're not going to include that on the PS4.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
I bought the entire Final Fantasy collection, 1 to 9.
What do they mean? Like, that is such a bullshit decision that they've clearly made, because they're like, oh, but if we ever release them, we can make more money.
Yep. The only way I would accept more releases now is remakes.
Because the thing about the Xbox One that makes it also good, if you kept those discs, they work.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the biggest downside to the PS2 and PS4. Like, if they were to release tomorrow, for instance, if they were like, okay, here you go, here's Dirge of Cerberus. Don't get me wrong, I'd be throwing my money at the fucking screen. But I've got the disc in the other room, and the fact that that doesn't work.
How? Just give me Crisis Core. Like,
both?
Yeah, both. Why not?
I mean, I don't know if I could use this for another episode, but I'll speak about it for now. I still believe that FF7 Remake...
I was going to bring this up.
Yeah, FF7 Remake, I believe it will have Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus as kind of filler to go between the episodes.
So like they release episode 1 and then they're like, oh,
Crisis Core.
Here's Crisis Core, just to tide you over, and then
because I feel like there's going to be a year or two between each episode.
And then they're like, here's Advent Children 2.
About that.
I wish. Nah, 7 story's got to be done now, right? Like, there's no way they can continue it.
They've after Crisis Core, was that the
most
recent?
Crisis Core's a prequel, so
no. I mean, like what they've made. Was that the most recent one? Or did Dirge come out after?
Dirge would have come out after. No, it would come out before, because Dirge was PS2. Crisis Core was PSP.
Yeah, I know, but they were running at the same time. And then
the
PS3 came out. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm sure the PSP came out just before the PS3 came out.
Well, then Dirge would have been before Crisis Core.
Yeah, I guess.
I think they made Dirge on the top of Advent Children, because obviously they wanted...
Well, yeah, when it opens, it says like 2 years after the events of Advent Children.
Yeah, a Meteor Fall or something like that.
Oh, that would have been after the events of 7. Then.
Yeah, but then Advent Children opens and it's like...
2 years after.
It's story-wise, it's pre-Crisis, Crisis Core.
Before Crisis.
Whatever. Pre-Crisis. Pre-Crisis is DC, sorry. So before Crisis, Crisis Core, 7, then Dirge, then Advent Children, then Dirge.
Yeah. Because Advent Children's 2 years after the end of 7, and Dirge is 3 years after
Yeah.
the end of 7.
where Hojo is like the main fucking villain. And,
What, in Dirge?
yeah.
Yeah. Trying to take over
And
the body of
Chaos.
Vice. And
We get backstory to Vincent, essentially.
yeah, that's all it is.
And Yuffie's there.
yeah.
She's there.
It's like, oh, we were the optional characters. We gotta stick together.
We got a game. We got a game.
But yeah, I will say, 7 to me is what they need to do if they want to. Like, I don't just mean as Final Fantasy. I mean, like, PS1 games. If Sony want PS1 games on PS4, I feel like they need to try and give it the 7 treatment at this point. We've got a lot of HD remasters coming out, and as nice as they are, they're just charging you full price for something that's not worth that
Well,
much money.
9 and 7 were full price. So like what? 16
No, but
quid?
I don't mind that. But it's if they do that. I feel like they're doing it for.
Oh, we got Spyro coming out, haven't we? And we've
We
had
do.
Crash.
Crash. We've had,
But
Crash.
to-
That's what I mean.
For those games,
Crash to me feels like a remaster. It's weird. It's because it plays on the nostalgia. You know when you have a memory of a game from when you were a kid,
though. Yeah.
but you remember it being so much better than it was.
Yeah, but even they admitted they fucked up with the physics.
What on? Insane Trilogy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Vicarious Visions. They even said themselves that we did fuck up a little with the physics because it is a bit broke.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
Because obviously they've had to remake the game, haven't they? They've remade the game from the ground up.
Yeah, I know.
So they've done the physics themselves, and then sometimes they'll bug out and they'll be pretty bad.
Oh, I haven't had an issue.
Like
so
you will
far.
slip off random. You will land on something, you will just slip off, and shit like that. And that will happen every now and again.
So
It especially happens
hope
in
that doesn't
Stormy,
happen. To
Stormy Ascent. It's happened to me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't even talk to me about it. I fucking hated my life when I did that. It took me 4 hours to get that fucking time trial.
Really?
Oh my god, I didn't stop. I refused. I was like, if I come off now, I'm never gonna do it.
Yeah, I was at that point on Crash 3, but I got there. But Stormy Ascent, I already know, is like the worst thing.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. But
Have
no,
you platinumed one yet?
one. Yeah,
Oh.
did that ages ago.
Oh, you're doing them in order, aren't you?
I've done 3 as well.
Yeah,
I'm
you've
on
got-
2.
2's like easy compared to 1 though.
I can't do the time trials. I'm struggle with
I've
2's
done-
physics.
I've done 6. I
2's
think.
physics are so weird compared to 3, and
How
the
many
time
have you
trials
got?
seem ridiculously like short compared to 3.
They are.
Yeah, it's
Just the first warp room took me a while.
yeah,
And I
it's,
don't know why, because it was like, I would always be off by like 3 seconds.
yeah, it's what the
I
fuck.
did it in the end, but like one of them, the one I'd run and keep getting Sapphire and
Mm.
struggle to get gold, and then suddenly I'd run one and get platinum first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would it make it so easy, like, of a time for
Plus,
this one?
I'd just come off Stormy Ascent, so I
Yeah.
needed a break from Crash.
Yeah.
But no, Crash was a great way to do it. The remake was like welcome,
Oh, that's what I meant.
and
So
then
like,
Spyro.
in your memory, you remember. They basically, the way they've made these feels like a HD remaster, even though technically it's a remake, because it controls and feels exactly as it did when you were a kid, and it looks how you remember it looking,
But yeah, I've gone back and looked at what Crash 3 actually looked like.
and it's shocking. Isn't it?
It's shockingly bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you remember? Well, I don't know. About
I
you.
remember it the way the Insane Trilogy does it.
Yeah, exactly. You think back, you're like, yeah, Crash was awesome, and then like,
I'm gonna throw one in there because obviously we're very hyped for Spyro, and I think we want to do an episode when Spyro actually comes out.
yeah, I would love to.
I presume. So I'm gonna throw one in there. Halo 1 anniversary and Halo 2 anniversary, or remake, or whatever they call 2. Was 2 called anniversary as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah, I think so.
Which came out with the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, it was exclusive actually
Yeah.
to the Master Chief
Let's
Collection.
not include 3 and 4 because let's face it, all they did was up the frame rate for 3 and 4. They didn't really change the
They
way it
did
looked.
polish the edges on 3. If you actually go back and play it, it's
I'm sure they did, but like
pretty
I
bad.
don't.
It is technically a remaster,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Like,
I noticed it with ODST.
2, well, anniversary and 2 anniversary.
2 was fucking ridiculous. How
are.
good that
They
was.
have remakes. Though both. of
One
them.
was ridiculous at its
Yeah.
time. Do you remember when we used to swap the graphics?
Yeah, it's
what the
insane.
fuck?
They're definitely remakes, and that's something I want more remakes to do. Give you the option to switch graphics.
But I now thought about that, and I was going to mention it with Crash. Could you imagine swapping back to PS1 graphics from a PS4 game?
Well, that's the thing. I don't
Plus,
think
you
like,
have to remember the physics are different because obviously they've built the game again. So the physics for
Yeah,
Crash
yeah.
1 would be different to Crash 3.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, the physics from PS1 would be different to PS4.
PS4, yeah. I just like the idea of being able to do that. Like, I like the fact Spyro's allowing you to change the music between the original and remastered.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
switch on
know
the
much
fly.
about what's going on with Spyro.
That's all. Apparently, it has been delayed because they're putting all 3 on disc, apparently.
Yeah, because that was a fucking dumb move in the first place. Why would you
Yeah,
do that?
it was.
Oh, we're going to give you 500 gigabyte hard drives and then make you download 2 of the
Well,
game.
unless you've got a Pro, then you've got a terabyte.
Yeah, but I'm going off the masses
And
here.
I'm gonna be honest, I still feel my Pro like quite easily.
Yeah, the Pro is still ridiculous.
I always said that the 2 terabyte Xbox One S hard drive I've got, because obviously we both have got the Gears console, haven't we? So
Yeah.
we have the 2 terabyte. I always
And
felt
even
like
that's like half full. for me.
mine's half full.
Yeah.
But I always thought, oh, that's loads. I'm never gonna run out. But then I realised it's because I don't play Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally have on my hard drive FIFA, Halo, and Forza
Want to know something ridiculous about Destiny 2 on the PC?
on PC.
Yeah.
Right.
You know the Forsaken DLC's coming out?
Yeah.
Before that, guess how much it is to install everything? On
60 gig.
100 gig.
What?
To get everything without Forsaken. And Forsaken's going to add like another 30 or something.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I
gig.
swear it's only like 40 gig on console.
Yeah, it is.
Is
but
it because of the graphics?
I don't know.
What else could it be?
Wow, yeah,
Or
the
it could
graphics are
just-
stupidly better on PC. Like, and
Oh,
then
right.
the frame rate, you can get it to like, I think I saw King of Valiant had his
Is there
on
a
like
demo for it?
120. They got rid of the demo, and I'm so pissed off that they
You
did
wanted to
that.
see what it looked like.
Yeah, I really did. They had the demo when I first got my laptop over a year ago,
Yeah, I know.
and then they got rid of it. I assume around Warmind. What the hell are you doing? Oh, oh, it's gonna smell.
I'm not doing anything.
You really are. That was gross. You know what pissed me off? If tomorrow they're like Destiny HD remake, like,
Oh no.
Destiny 1.
Honestly,
We're bringing back year 1.
do you know what?
It's going to be hard to get that Gallahorn now.
Oh god.
Gallahorn.
Do you know what though? With me and you, I think we're both a bit guilty of this.
Hmm.
We say, "Fuck off! Don't remake these things," and then we buy them anyway. I've got to say, Destiny is one I would definitely boycott. There is not a chance
No,
in
fuck
freaking
off.
hell I would.
Even on the PS5, they were like Destiny 1 again.
But that's the annoying thing. You know how I'm all like, "Oh fuck Destiny," and everyone play it again.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that Forsaken's got trophies added in, and I'm just like,
I'll be getting that on the PC if I ever get it now.
oh fucking.
Now that I've got the PC that can run it,
Mm,
I don't really feel the need to go back to it on console.
I don't know. For me,
I've
it's trophies.
seen the frame rate. Like, I can't
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
imagine going back.
I don't know. For me, well, I've said before.
Dude, I
I
was
think.
playing Warframe on stream yesterday. Fuck me, I could not keep up with that for shit. It was on 60 and I was like going everywhere.
Oh really?
It was insane. Honestly, have you ever played Warframe?
Yeah, on PS4 though.
Yeah, some of the parkour shit you can do in that game is quite
I don't
ridiculous.
know. I played it on literally PS4 launch.
When people say that that's better than Destiny 2, they're probably not wrong. Because not only is like the ghost type ship that you get in Warframe like funnier, whippier, like, you know, more interactive with you,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than, what is it, Nolan North, who
Yeah.
voices the ghost. Not only that, you've got like certain characters obviously who would speak to you. And then on top of that, when you go into missions and stuff, it's like you can parkour everywhere, you can kill loads of shit, you can got like abilities that you can use all the time sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Overall, as a free to play game, Warframe is pretty fucking good.
Really.
And I might actually stream a bit more of it tomorrow.
Well, maybe once I get my PC together, I'll try it on PC.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
There is a grind though to it.
Yeah, but that's
Definitely.
that's what you want from an MMO.
And I played WoW, and that was slow.
Played what?
WoW.
Oh fuck that shit.
It's so slow. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be grinding it out, and Liam, my mate's been like, oh, but read the story and stuff. It's no different to 14.
Yeah, but people say read the lore, but then the stupid thing about WoW, which 14's better than it in that regard. Apparently, if you don't do certain events at the time of them being on, they go forever and you can't find the lore out anymore.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you lose the lore from the actual story because of it. It's like a timed event should be completely irrelevant.
To top that off, there's no sprint.
Oh really?
Yeah, which 14 does better as well.
Yeah.
Which I could not believe, because I'm running across like a fucking massive field doing nothing. How
Yeah.
am I meant to make a stream entertaining if there's literally nothing happening on the screen?
I don't know, man. Give them voices.
It was fucking stupid. But I can't do anything. I'm literally running from one place to the other to give this woman a letter.
Can't you fast travel?
No. You can make an inn your home, right? Or like make an inn
So
in
when
the
you
town.
die, it goes back there.
That, and also to fast travel with something called the Hearthstone. So that's where that name came from.
Okay.
It's on a recharge timer of 30 minutes.
So you can fast travel once every 30 minutes.
Once every 30 minutes.
And only to your home point.
Only to the home point.
I don't understand how people go, wow,
Let's
it's
make
so
this-
much better than 14.
Let's make this clear. WoWie graphically isn't that great. For its art style, fine. But if you're going to turn to me and be like, it's so pretty. No, it's not. It's
No,
really
WoW
not.
doesn't look good. I
No.
don't care what anyone says, it does not look good. I had an argument with an ex once about how she said that WoW looked way better than FF14.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
And
that.
I was just like, what the fuck kind of planet do you live on?
Yeah.
14 is beautiful.
I
For
mean,
an MMO, that game is a graphical
I am
fucking
tempted to play 14 on PC. Just to give it a go.
want to. My only downside to it is that it doesn't go to everything you do doesn't go towards your trophies, and I'm a trophy whore. So
Yeah, you are.
maybe I'll grind out my last 1,000 of the few things, get my trophies, and then PC it.
So we'd be going for what now? 35 minutes?
Yeah.
What other fucking remasters are there? Because I'm drawing a blank here.
Oh, there's fucking loads.
I know there's
Assassin's
loads. There's like
Creed,
Prince of Persia and shit like that.
Prince Persia
Tomb
HD
Raider.
remaster, the Tomb Raider, which came with
2 different God of Wars. You have to remember.
yeah, the 2 collections.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't one of them a PSP game?
could have been.
Because if they remastered the PSP games and stuff, that makes it worth getting.
Yeah. What
'Cause-
Naruto?
Oh wait, which one?
Storm.
Oh yeah,
1, 2, and
Legacy.
3.
Legacy.
Legacy remastered the first 3 games, and then number 4 was just
But 1 is still shit. You could overhaul that whole game and I still would think it's bad.
says the guy with the platinum.
Hey, I had Platinum 2 technically,
Oh, platinum 2.
and I Platinum 3 twice. And
Twice.
yeah, because if you want to be technical,
Oh,
I've done it on the
360.
360, and then I Platinum 4,
I haven't even.
and I
beat
refuse
4.
to get the 100% because all it is fighting, and I'm not doing that again.
On what?
4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the side quest.
You know, I never actually beat it in 3.
In the Boruto side quest, you gotta do over 100 fights or something stupid.
Jesus.
Or is it's 100, and then these fights have like specific things you've got to do as well. And I'm like, I'm already bored. I don't want to have to kill this guy with a fucking kunai. All right, I don't want to do it. So I stopped.
I with 3, I got 97% trophies. I
Yeah,
got
I
the
know
platinum. I never did like the last 20 fights.
I did that because you got themes.
Yeah, but
That was the good thing about it.
I already got the ones that I liked,
Yeah.
and then I stopped.
Obviously, Legacy Collection was fine. Did they up the frame rate? They must have done.
I don't know.
I generally don't know. We'll have to look. at it.
Okay. Oh no, we spoke about that. I was going to say the Master Chief Collection. But
Yeah, we
so
did.
already-
We didn't really go that into it. We just mentioned that you could swap the
I just
graphics.
thought it was cool that they put everything in. I really don't understand why they didn't put Reach, because Reach is the only Halo game now not in a HD, and it's like, why?
No, it's
I
backwards
know it's
compatible.
backwards, but apparently it's broken as hell.
That was not surprising.
If
The
you try
game
and
was
play
already
it.
broken.
No, if you try and play it, it's literally broken. Like
Really?
the screen will fuck up, and yeah,
That's bad.
apparently it's really fucked.
That story was pretty good.
I actually really liked Reach's campaign. It might
Yeah.
be one of my favourites.
What
My favourite campaign's still probably ODST.
my favorite mission from Halo ever is the space mission from Reach.
Oh really?
Yeah, I love.
It
Oh,
is a
come
good
on, this
mission.
is me.
Yeah, I like that bit, but I don't like the corridors and stuff on that mission. You know,
What,
you
I
gotta
don't
go
remember
through
the
killing. You do the flying, then
Yeah.
you get out your ship and you run through
Yeah,
corridors.
the rest of
killing
that's a blank to me.
everyone. And
I
then,
just like the flying part.
spoilers. George died.
Oh yes, you are correct. Yeah.
He throws you out the ship.
Spoilers: all the Spartans die on Reach. You don't find that out from the first Halo.
I know, right?
But oh, wait a minute, they
Well-
didn't because Halo 5 happened.
Well, there's a book called The Fall of Reach that came out ages ago.
343, sort your shit. Sort your fucking shit.
I agree. Number 5 was the least immersive campaign experience I've
They
ever
came
played.
out and we're like, yeah, we're retconning 5. 6 is going to be 5. I'll be like, yeah, great. Because
Yeah.
fuck off. Cortana coming back as an evil person was too... Oh, shit. The game's been out for ages, fuck it.
It's been like 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Early in the Xbox life cycle, wasn't it? Yeah, Xbox One.
no.
Is it like its first year? Halo 5.
I don't know. It came out when I worked in
Gears of War
Rockline.
4, was it in the second year of its lifeline?
I got an Xbox One way before I got Halo 5. And I got Halo 5 day one.
Yeah.
And I got an Xbox One like a year after they came out. Maybe longer.
I remember I didn't play Halo 5 till I got my Gears Xbox.
I got my first Xbox with FIFA 14 and I bought Titanfall with it.
Oh my god, Titanfall.
Yeah.
That's a blast.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have the story now. Oh, but It's not a great story.
A lot of people actually really like Titanfall 2, though I haven't met anyone that does. But
And then COD tried to copy it, and now now COD's in the shitter. So it's like, oh, battle royale modes.
Oh my god.
Battlefield 5's got a battle royale mode. Does anyone give a fuck?
Oh, what is it? Something happened to Battlefield 5. Apparently, it's got so little interest they've like delayed it.
Yeah, I saw.
Or something.
I loved that. I saw it. I
I
loved that happened.
Yeah. What after the shit show that was Battlefield 4?
Well,
Do you remember like they released it and the campaign was so broken, certain people wouldn't be able to finish it.
Yeah, that was.
You'd go into like some certain pool or something and it'd like just kill you. And you
It was like an elevator sequence.
Yeah.
You go into the elevator and you drop through it and you're just under the map. Or you'd like die from the fall.
Pretty sure it happened to Clayton.
It happened to everyone.
So you got it on day one.
That campaign was so broken, and the online was broke on top of that.
Yeah.
And this was coming off Battlefield 3, which was like amazing to some. To me, not so much. I've never liked Battlefield compared to COD. But I'd never liked Battlefield or COD when COD went to exoskeletons. You know, where you could just parkour everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of other remasters. But I don't think there's.
Were there like any remasters like on the Xbox 360? Other than obviously the HD collection, but like.
Well, you had
and the PS3. So we had like
you
what?
had Halo Anniversary.
Prince of Persia, Tomb Raider, which I can't comment because I've never played them. Splinter Cell.
I forgot there was a Splinter Cell HD.
Splinter Cell 1 is the. No,
I know this is like
ranting.
opinion here.
I'm fucking ranting.
I like Splinter Cell 1.
Fuck this.
That
game is fucking trash. My fucking god. Oh yeah, you're in this little fucking town. Oh, we're not going to tell you where to go. Oh, there's a guy in the corner. Go shoot him. Oh, shot him. Oh, great. What now? Oh, literally nothing, mate. Can't really do much. You're in a dead end. I even searched a guide, and the guide was like, yeah, you just go straight forward. Fucking wall in the way. I was like, what? What? How can I go straight forward in the way? Don't fucking fart while I'm ranting. This is serious. My god, that was horrible.
That's what I think of your rant.
My rant. Fuck Splinter Cell, man.
It was ahead of its time.
Fuck the first one.
Because
I couldn't play the
I
rest.
gotta say that was probably like the first stealth game where like chains made noise and attracted enemies and stuff.
Twin Snakes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically a remake.
You said stealth and I actually thought of Metal Gear.
Yeah. I had a gripe with that, to be honest, and that was the fact they changed the soundtrack.
And Snake, doesn't he like ride a rocket or something?
Does he?
He does something stupid. Like there's some like American type cutscene with a rocket.
I think. Oh, who was? Hideo Kojima. Well, you know he's quirky. He loves his films.
Yeah.
Apparently, he got like a really over-the-top film director to like do Twin Snakes.
We've talked. We're not talking about this on the podcast, but I know you've told me before.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was though.
The soundtrack's different in it, as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
When you boot the game, it doesn't even play the best.
It's basically MGS2, but MGS1. But MGS1, if it was shit. That fair.
The gameplay was better.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even say the gameplay was better. I think MGS1, it's hard to get on with. It took me a long time to beat that game. But you kind of appreciate the control scheme for what it is.
Can I just make this clear? I'm glad they didn't give MGS4 like a HD like remaster for the PS4 before 5.
Oh yeah, me too. 1-4's trash, but carry on.
Legacy was it Legacy?
The Legacy Collection.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't I call something else the Legacy Collection? No, it's down to Storm Legacy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it was. Yeah.
Is that a wasp?
We'll be alright.
I really hope so.
It'll only sting you if you get scared.
Yeah, and I'll get scared.
They can smell fear.
They can also smell honey. And I have both in my hand. Oh, there's. I'm just reminded of Family Guy. Guys, wait up. Guys, I can't go as fast as you do.
Now I spill honey all over us.
What is it? Fast animals, slow children.
Oh my god, my lord! Yeah,
that's one of the best moments in Family Guy.
It was.
Give me a.
Well, that's season 1.
Give me a give me a remaster of that Family Guy game.
Simpsons Hit and Run needs one.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one.
It does. I still remember the secret chessboard in the power plant. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember much about that game.
Stack a box, jump through a wall, and then there's like a massive chessboard behind it. You can play with. Yeah. But that game was pretty lit, fam.
Pretty lit.
Squad fam.
Do you remember the Simpsons game? Press start, you get an achievement.
Never played it, but yeah, I have heard of
Yeah,
that.
watching Ash do that was hilarious.
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing sounds very close and it's freaking me out.
Oh, there it is. I'm joking.
You are
joking.
such a prick.
Joking. Other HDs. We've spoke about. So we've got Spyro, Crash, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12,
Splinter Cell, Tomb
Splinter
Raider,
Cell,
God
Tomb
of War.
Raider, God of War, Prince of Persia.
Can't really comment on God of War or them because.
No, I've got Prince of Persia.
How was
HD.
Prince of Persia? Because you loved Sands of Time, didn't you?
No, I hate Sans Time.
Or was it the other one you liked?
Two Thrones actually was my favourite.
Yeah, isn't
The
that the
third
one
one?
where he like turns into like a demon?
Dark Prince, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the sand gets into his blood. And,
Is that actually what happened?
Yeah, he's gonna get executed,
Yeah.
and they whip him with like this blade sword thing.
Yeah.
And it goes into his arm, and then they smash the sands thing for some reason. I can't remember exactly what happens, but
And
the
it goes
sands go
into
into
his
his blood, and it turns him into Dark Prince, and the chain kind of becomes part of him,
Yeah.
and he uses it as like a whip.
Oh.
It's attached to Dark Prince's arm.
Does he still have that girl as like his girlfriend?
What's her name? Farah or something?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the whole point is she gets killed,
Oh really?
and that's why you go back. Warrior Within was actually one of them games with multiple endings, depending on how you play.
Oh really?
If you
Was it that the first one though?
to have them?
No, in like story progression.
No,
was
Warrior Within's number 2.
Oh, so
Sands of
Sands
Time,
of Time was
Warrior
the
Within.
first one.
And Forgotten Sands, I think, is a remake of number 1.
All right.
That one that came out on PS3.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and then, excuse me. And then there's that game, just Prince of Persia, where you can't die.
Oh my god!
You fall off the edge, and she's like, "Don't fall."
Don't fall.
And it's like, oh, I feel a sense.
I'll take your word for that because I never liked Prince of Persia anyway.
It controls terribly, and that controls
The Legacy collection of MGS was good though.
It was good.
That was a weird noise.
back door opening. Yeah. The MGS one was really good because
What did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 Game Boy games. They were Game Boy, weren't they?
No.
NES, SNES. What were
Fuck.
Metal Gear.
Game Gear.
They're Metal Gear, and then Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2.
Yeah, Metal Gear, and then Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you get those as like in the menu of MGS3. Then you get MGS3, but the problem is they remove a couple of things from MGS3
Like what?
from the UK version. You used to have Snake versus Monkey,
Oh yeah.
but that's not in. That's like Ape Escape.
Yeah.
That's not in the new one.
Mm.
You've got. God, what else was there?
Skateboarding in MGS2.
Skateboard. Yeah, but they give you Sons of Liberty, which didn't have it anyway. And weirdly, it was in Substance.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, and then
But why not add it in for the collection? You know.
they should have added it in.
But fun,
Xbox Substance didn't have it. It was only the PS2 Substance that had
fun
skateboarding.
fact: MGS3 on PS3 is actually 60 FPS.
On PS3.
Yep. Shocking, right?
Really?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I found that out. I was quite shocked actually.
I'm pretty shocked too. Yeah. MGS3 being by far the best MGS game in existence.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
I don't know, man. 4's really good.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually really enjoy Peace Walker.
No, Peace Walker's
To the point
fun.
that I've platinumed it twice.
I can't do that again.
Twice.
I've got 1000G on it.
The first time killed me inside. The second time doubly killed me inside.
Yeah, Peace Walker's fun.
The thing I like most
That
about Peace
came in
Walker is the
Legacy as
Monster
well.
Hunter
Oh yeah, the Monster,
crossover.
yeah.
So like fighting the Rathlos, the Tigrex and stuff like that.
Yeah, Peace Walker's in the Legacy collection as well.
We didn't actually talk about it. You
What?
just said, is the one coming out on the Switch? Monster
Oh,
Hunter.
the Monster Hunter.
So
Yeah,
it's,
isn't it
it's
already
Monster
out?
Hunter Generations Ultimate, I think.
Yeah, isn't it already out?
Yeah,
now?
it just came out
Yeah.
a few days ago or something. Couple of weeks ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, this game doesn't look as good as World. It's like, you do realise it's like I'm pretty sure it's a handheld port.
It was, yeah.
So, the fuck are you on about?
They don't
Of course
know.
not. World is the most recent one.
Yeah.
It's
Already considered by far one of the better Monster Hunter worlds.
depends who you ask.
Monster Hunter Worlds? Monster Hunters?
I'm not sure if they're just doing it to be like elitists. But a lot of the veterans of Monster Hunter are like, oh, this one holds your hands too much. It's way easier than all the others.
Well, yeah,
Shit.
because the point was to get people into Monster Hunter.
I know.
If the next game's like actually a bit more difficult, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like that's why they brought out World and then released Generations Ultimate as a port to the Switch.
There's actually a podcast I want to do with you, but we're going to have to get you to watch the ending of it.
Of
MGS5.
I'll just play it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that me and Ibs were literally playing through all of them purely to get to 5 so I could finish it again. Because I said, my shit's deleted and I'm pissed off. Because my PS4 corrupted everything and I lost MGS. Right as I was about on the ending as well.
Yeah.
I was on the last couple of missions and it corrupted. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
And Ibs was like, oh, I'll play it through with you. I was like, alright then, let's be on equal ground, delete save.
Considering how long he grinded that save.
Yeah, he's got an S in every mission.
Yeah.
He's pretty much a couple of trophies off the platinum and he just stopped playing. It's like after you grind
yeah, but
it
isn't
out.
one of the missions you got to do is like basically in European Extreme?
No, he's S'd it.
Oh, is it?
He's S'd everything.
Then what are the last few things?
There's a couple of things you need to do.
What, like collecting
optional
animals?
objectives. You know, you've got the objectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do all of them in every
What about
mission.
collecting all the animals?
I don't know if he's done that.
Yeah, that might be one as well. The fact they did that again fucks me
What,
up.
like after 3?
After 3. Oh.
3, they do that little trick, don't they? Like you catch a Tsuchinoko with a mouse trap, and then after you get tortured,
Yeah, you've got to pick it
you've
back
got to
up.
go back outside the waterfall and pick it up,
Yeah.
or you lose it.
Fucking ridiculous.
And it's like, you bastards.
You bastard.
You bastard.
And then obviously the 3 snakes in the final fight against Big Boss. No,
Yeah,
sorry. Is that the name? No, Boss.
Yeah, you got the 3. You've got Solidus, Liquid, and Solid.
I was on about the woman's name. Boss. I
Yeah,
couldn't
but
remember
you were
her
saying
name.
you've got the 3 snakes.
Yeah.
And the last boss, yeah. I think we should end this with HD remasters that we want to see.
You
come to
can,
this.
but there was one more HD remaster I was going to mention, and it's
Alright.
called a certain Ultimate Edition of Gears of War.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because I know a lot of these have actually been remakes, almost. A few of the ones
Ultimate
we
Edition
talked about.
really wasn't.
Ultimate wasn't. Ultimate was the perfect remaster.
It kind of was.
They did a really, really good job. They made it feel nice, look nice. It felt current gen,
Yeah.
but at the same time, with the assets, you could kind of tell it wasn't.
Yeah.
But no, they did such a good job. For one is the worst one to me,
Yeah, it
and
is.
I felt like it was really enjoyable to play.
2 kind of...
I feel like 2's worse to me now.
only because you're underground for most of it.
I hate stuff where it's all the same, and
Yeah.
I don't. There's certain settings that I just don't like. But
Yeah,
I think we've been over
underground setting was a bit annoying.
this. Yeah,
after a
I
while.
like.
People say 2's good because of Maria. You know,
Really,
when
I like the
Dom
Maria
finds her.
Dom. Yeah.
Yeah. But and
What,
it-
just to set you up for the heartbreaking 3? Fuck you guys.
I do want to
hate
talk
that
about
part.
I do want to talk about Gears of War when we get there, especially like when 5's on the horizon now.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these. I'm like, should we leave it until the next one is out? But then we could do one. We could do.
We
a
could do
lead-up.
one separately for 5, say how we linked it to
Yeah.
our podcast. Of
Honestly,
1, 2,
we still
3,
need to
4.
play through one.
Judgment's
Was it?
fucking.
Oh no, it weren't me and you playing through.
We're
one.
not mentioning Judgment. I'm not doing that.
I don't. I know it is, but I don't consider it canon because
It's canon as a prequel to to Baird and Cole in it. It's the Baird and Cole why they're considered disgraced military people.
Yeah,
And all it is that they killed
I never actually
I
finished
think they
it.
killed like a general, like Ram, for
Yeah.
instance. But they went against orders to do it, and that was it. Or something stupid, and they were held in high court over it and some bullshit. And then Dom comes in at the end, I think, and he's all like, "Yo, I'm gonna go get Marcus now."
Oh,
And then that's leading into 1.
where they're like, "Oh, you're disgraced, Marcus."
Yeah, but don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here, and you're gonna come help us.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we did because this prison's suddenly breaking. Right, so remasters we want. Well, we've mentioned him in our Switch one.
One we actually didn't mention, even though I think we did slightly. Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. They've received a lot of ports. It's gone from Dreamcast to fucking PS3, PC, GameCube.
And they're not that great.
No, they're terrible. The thing is, I like them.
Oh no.
I actually really like them.
Oh,
but
no.
I can admit that they're shockingly bad.
Oh no.
Yes, we all know what happens when Knuckles keeps flying into spikes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Froggy.
Oh, Froggy.
Froggy. What was the Tails one? No, when Sonic is like, whoa, Tails, whoa!
And his mouth just like completely screws
It's not
up.
an audio feature, unfortunately, but if you ever have the time, go type in Sonic Adventure DX Sonic face animation, and it's like the best thing you'll ever see.
It's great.
I'm upset that Rouge was never in Adventure 1, or Shadow, or...
But the thing is, that would have been boring. I feel like every character in it played differently. Whereas if they put in Rouge, it would have just been Knuckles #2.
But they did
And
that.
Shadow
They did that in Adventure Battle.
Yeah, I know, and that's one of the worst parts of Adventure 2, in my opinion.
What, when you gotta find the
Oh god, the Chaos Emerald
the Master
pieces.
Emerald,
Yeah, Master Emerald shards.
because it breaks due to chaos. No,
Yeah,
it
it's like,
doesn't break due to
what are you
chaos. in
doing
that
with
one.
my emeralds?
My emerald?
Shut up, Knuckles.
We are going to fuck in some fan fiction.
Just like Christopher and Sonic.
Please don't. Please don't. Don't wink at me. Right, remasters we want. We won't mention any GameCube like Switch because we already did that.
Yeah.
Super Mario Sunshine. Sorry, go on.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind if they ported
Generations.
No, I wouldn't mind if they ported. I'm just
Generations.
What, Sonic Generation?
Yeah.
There's no reason to
Fuck
do that.
you.
There's no
Fuck you.
reason. Sonic
That's
Forces was considered the sequel.
No, Sonic Forces could just do what my Evangelion DVD did and frisbee the fuck out the window.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was shit. I hit my next door neighbour's fucking shed and then they came and knocked my door and told them that.
why'd you throw that? It was shit.
Well, it's not. Ibs was shooting their window with a shotgun
Yeah, I remember that.
and then they came
Not
and
an
knocked the door
actual
again.
shotgun, I want to say. A BB gun shotgun.
Pretty sure he'd be in prison if it... Just like looking at someone's window. Hey guys!
Target practice. That's a nice looking base. No, you've completely made me... A port I wouldn't mind is if they bought... And we didn't mention this on the Switch, but Majora's Mask and obviously Ocarina over.
Yeah, that would be nice to have them on a console.
Especially the
rather than
Switch
a
as
handheld.
well. Like-
Yeah, because you'd still have the handheld capability.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have to change too much. So HD games. Man,
Oh,
this is-
fuck me.
here's one. I've fucking just thought of a brilliant remaster.
Oh,
It'd be a collection of 2 games
right.
called Rise of a Ninja and Broken Bond.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That would be just
For anyone who doesn't know, those are the Naruto games that weren't made by...
Bandai Namco. They were made. Who were they made by?
Oh, we'll have to look that up. Cause
Oh jeez.
I'm not even sure.
Oh jeez, Rick.
Oh, gee, Rick. Oh, it's in my ass, Rick.
You gotta get the seats, Morty.
Shove 'em right up your butt.
Shove them up your butt. Shove them way up your butt.
I just loaded up my phone. It said FF12 Zodiac Age board. Right, so Naruto, Rise of a Ninja. Who made them? I'm gonna look at the... Oh, Ubisoft?
Yeah, that's it. Because it had Uplay, and if you tried to use it, it just broke the game.
It broke it.
Ubisoft, everybody. And then there was you could buy characters to play online to get achievements.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do that in Broken
Yeah.
Bond. Instead, Broken Bond, they stopped supporting the online, so everyone hacked it
To get
the
Hokage.
Hokage achievement. And to get the Hokage achievement, you need to be in the top whatever in the world, which was impossible to do because they were hacked to unbeatable scores. And that's my only fucking achievement left on that game.
Yeah.
And it's 0G.
Yeah.
So it says, you've got 1000G, but it's not in your completed games. Why would they do that?
Because they suck. Remakes we didn't mention. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Soul Silver, Heart Gold.
Oh yeah, I always forget. that they're
Alpha
remakes.
Ruby, Omega Sapphire.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I do that wrong?
What?
Did I get that right? Alpha Ruby?
No.
Was it Omega Ruby?
Omega
Alpha
Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, I got them mixed up. But yeah, remakes that were like really good. I couldn't get through Ruby, unfortunately.
Omega Ruby.
My love for it came from the fact it was on the Advance, not for the fact that it was the game itself, sort of thing.
For me, I really enjoyed Ruby. It was the first time since Pokemon Blue
Yeah.
that I actually loved a Pokemon game and sat and
Yeah,
played the whole
Ruby
thing.
was fucking amazing.
I didn't like Silver or Gold.
Silver was mine because of Lugia, because of Pokemon 2000.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know why I didn't like them. I just couldn't get on with them.
what was
Wasn't
Ruby
that,
and
like, the
Sapphire's?
That was the first Pokemon game to have a day-night cycle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And if you ever had that, you've got to now replace the cartridge in it.
Why?
Because if you go on now, it's like the timer's stuck because the battery ran out in the cartridge. You got to like manually change it yourself.
Oh Jesus!
Which is scary if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But what was I about to say? What were the legendaries in Ruby? It was obviously
Groudon,
Kyogre, Rayquaza, and then the Regirock, Regice, Registeel, wasn't it?
I don't even know what that is.
They were like these weird rock things, and that was it as far as I remember. But there was some fucking amazing Pokemon in that. My God.
Yeah, Ruby was really good. To be fair,
but do you remember
I fell in love with it. First battle, I was like, dude, this Zigzagoon shit looks fucking
remember
awesome.
IGN's like review of it? Too much water.
Did they?
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's too much water. It's like that's the fucking point of the region, and it wasn't even too much. Half of it was water.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? Oh,
it's hard to I don't feel like that sort of thing has a place in a review.
What? Too much water?
Yeah, I feel like a review should be from. So it depends. If you're doing a personal review, I understand.
Yeah.
But if you're reviewing for a company like IGN, who are supposed to be unbiased, talking about it from a gameplay standpoint, I feel like that's
the water's part of the game. That's the point.
No, but I feel like that's a subjective thing to say.
The point of the third region was that it was like kind of like Hawaii, like you know what I mean, like very sunny.
Where was it? Was it Hoenn? Is that the region?
Was it Hoenn the third one? Because it was Johto.
Johto was the second.
Johto was second. Kanto was the first.
Hoenn, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Hoenn. Yeah. Wow, you remember that?
Mate, that was
the last
literally
one.
that was
and
my
then the last one
point.
I played was Pearl. So
my cut-off was Ruby. I didn't play a Pokemon game after that.
Should played Emerald, to be fair, because that was like a combination of the two.
Yeah, I know it was. Steve had Emerald.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I was poor. I couldn't even afford Ruby. I had to borrow a friend.
Right.
He basically bought Ruby and Sapphire so that I could play Ruby while he plays Sapphire.
Fair enough.
Just so we could trade with each other.
Right, so remasters we want, or remakes even.
Mm-hmm.
What about a remake of 9 for FF9?
An actual remake.
Like if they remade it like they're doing 7.
That's
but
what I want.
kept true to like what made the game good.
I feel like I'd rather have I want to have a remake of 9 and a remaster of 8.
I'd love them to remake 9 if they dive in the lore a lot more than they did in the PS1. So like Clara, for example, you know, it's like they've got the harp that protects them. I'd love to know how that started, for example.
Yeah.
And
That would be pretty
Bermesia,
cool.
I'd love a backstory on Bermesia. Like, why is it always raining? Like, you know what I mean?
I swear
There's probably is a backstory. I'm not too sure, but
I think you might find out the Bermesia thing. But there are a lot of questions left in 9 about the world itself.
and the ending needs better explain.
What? Oh,
Because isn't there like
Zidane's
a fan?
back.
Is there
Nobody-
a fan theory
It
about
doesn't
Zidane?
actually say how. He gets fucked up and hit by all that shit when he's helping Kuja, and then that's it.
I would hope that
Suddenly he's there in a cape.
I would hope that Kuja like uses like a
Kuja
a
got him out.
shield or something.
It'd be interesting if Kuja didn't die. You
That would
never
be-
find out.
What, we get 9-2
Why the fuck not? Way less successful
after
ones.
so many years?
Why wouldn't they give us a 9-2 when they gave us Revenant Wings?
Oh fuck me, Revenant Wings.
If they're going to give us Revenant Wings, I think we deserve.
I hate that Revenant Wings is canon.
Yeah.
Hey, Bolfia's back. We're not going to explain that one.
Yeah. Because he stays behind on the ship to like basically die.
They do
don't
hint at the end of 12 that he's alive, but
Yeah.
like, still, come on, I need a bit more. I'm really struggling for remasters I want because I don't know I want it until it's out.
Yeah, they announce it and you're like, this would be amazing.
Yeah.
Should I say one that I don't think anyone else gives a shit about?
Go on.
Croc.
Yeah, I don't think anyone gives a shit. I
Mate,
don't.
Croc
I
was
don't.
fucking legit.
Can I name one better? Bloody Raw 2.
Fuck you, Croc.
Bloody Raw 2.
No, I want both.
I told Zoe to get it me for Christmas. It's £10 on eBay.
Dino Crisis 1 and 2.
I do. I've actually been hearing shouts for that.
Oh, really?
A lot of people have like, now that they're remaking Resi 2. Remake that we didn't even mention.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, well Resident Evil 1 has
People
had
are
so
now
many
saying
different...
they want remakes of Dino Crisis 1 and 2.
I would
They
love
want them
that.
to bring that
I
back.
would seriously love that.
A lot of people really want that. They're like, look, give us free remake and then work on Dino Crisis.
Yeah. And don't do Dino Crisis 3.
I was actually talking to someone in my chat about
No
Dino
one-
Crisis.
No one needs T-Rexes in space.
Oh my god!
pretty sure
I remember
that's what-
seeing the trailer for that. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Velociraptors with visors, like running around.
Oh, it's a joke.
Just reminds me of the how it should have ended Jurassic Park with the raptor and the two guns. He's like, "Hey guys, can you let me in?
Yeah.
I really want to kill everyone in that room." Where'd you get those guns? Where'd you get those guns? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh man, it really is.
Digimon World.
I was actually about to say that. Like, oh yeah, definitely would want.
Because
Digimon World.
they've been releasing like DS games and they're not great. Like Dawn, like
What?
was a DS game.
Oh, Digimon World Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Dusk, I think. Was
I never
another one.
played 2 or 3. Oh,
2 and 3 are so different to 1, like in every aspect. Like
really?
the models are different, the way the game plays is different. One of them is like an RPG.
1 was kind of weird. The battle system didn't really have a system. I've never
It
actually
was-
figured out how to
It
work
was like what Pokemon is, except you're not controlling. You're kind of not controlling what Agumon's doing.
No,
You have to
kind of
train
like shout
him.
at him.
You've got to train him so he has the speaking mechanic to use pepper breath and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, come on.
It's like cheer him on and stuff.
I saw a great YouTube title for it. The most overcomplicated game you'll ever see.
Digimon World.
With Digimon World, yeah. It really was.
Because, pardon me, it doesn't explain how to use any of its mechanics.
No.
You kind of just have to. It's trial and error. You're like, how do I want to train this Digimon? So you're like, okay, let's train defense and attack and see what happens. And then, to make it train more, you feed it more. But if you feed it too much, it fucking gets a disease and dies. It's like, oh, what the hell? I had a really powerful fucking Digimon once. And it might have been you, actually. I was like, how do I get it to evolve into this? You were like, oh, you just feed it loads. And I did, and it died. And I was like, oh.
Was that when you had Centaur, man?
Could have been.
I thought I was Dave.
No, it was me.
I've killed 2 different Digimon then. I think it was Dave Centauramon. He was like, when he like celebrated, he just goes, "You bastard!
Yeah, you bastard!
You bastard!"
I remember that.
That was great. See, there's a lot of games they could remake. Obviously, like Spyro, Crash,
Yeah.
they're doing or they've done.
Yeah.
7, they're doing. There's
Which-
just a shitload.
I know that everyone was crying about 7, and that's kind of why they announced it so long ago. But they really do need to at least give a window now. It's been too long.
Yeah,
Everyone's losing interest.
and I can't blame them.
No, nor me. Because I tried to stay hyped for it, and even I'm losing interest. I feel like... what game? I feel like TGS, like, which is in a week, maybe. Tokyo Game Show. That would be the perfect time, I think, to give a bit of information on 7. Because you know what they're like. They're going to give Japan info first.
Yeah. Speaking of Japan games, remaking Chain of Memories and Recoded.
You mean 358?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. They do
358
need to do
Recoded.
remakes. I mean, the cutscenes are welcome that they did, the movies.
Yeah.
But as a lot of people say about 358 Days Over 2, you miss a lot of like character growth and stuff if you don't see the in-game little like speeches between the missions.
Yep.
Which I would prefer them to rehaul the system if they were going to remake it. Maybe I don't mind the panels for leveling up because it's different and it's fun to work out. But just repeating the same repetitive, boring missions to get new bits of story. It's like fucking Union Cross. You just don't get enough story for the amount of grind you've got to put in.
Yeah. Don't they have like an event going on right now in Union Cross?
Yeah, you get like a Riku KH3.
They're
medal.
like, for every 3,000 jewels you'll spend, you'll get this one little thing that does something. And it's like, great. So I've got to spend shit
literally-
tons of money on your game.
I just use powerful friend medals to grind the story and then stop giving a crap about it.
Yeah.
To me, it's not a fun game. I want lore. I don't care about the game. I wanted to find like a YouTube video that just did all the story in order, but I couldn't find
What
one.
about the Bleach Brave Soul games on the PSP? Because they never got ported over, did they?
Something's happening with those.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day actually
Hmm.
of like a really HD looking Ichigo, and it says Bleach Brave Souls.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we might be getting those.
Oh, I hope so.
I think that was on a TGS thing,
Hmm.
or was it EGX? It might have been EGX. It might have been on their website, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, that could be a thing.
Oh wow.
One game I think doesn't need a HD. Bleach Soul Resurrection.
No, that game was trash.
It was really repetitive.
Do you
really.
remember when you get your
Doesn't
ultimate?
it start in Hueco Mundo?
Yeah, don't you love it when you get your ultimate and you're like, get to go Tencho, and it like hits not everything.
Yeah.
It's like really shit.
No, it was a terrible game.
Talking about that game drains me. It's like, oh my god, what a shit
Just slowly
show.
see your lips start to shrivel. You're like,
I would love a fairy tale game.
yeah, I am actually the kind I wanted. What the first time I ever saw, the new One Piece trailer, and
Yeah.
it's got like immense looking graphics.
Yeah, I think we both agreed that could have easily been a fairy tale game. If you
Well,
just
I want
reskinned
one
it.
where. See, it's hard because I want two different types. I want one where you play as Natsu and you go around doing
Yeah.
fairy tale stuff, but I also want one where you create your own wizard. You can join whatever guild you want. Doesn't have to be
Yeah.
fairy tale, and like you kind of choose a base for your powers, and you can like change what magic you use and level it up and learn stuff. That would be so cool.
Off topic, did you watch the trailer?
For
It's a trailer.
there's
There's like about a 2-minute trailer of it.
what?
Yeah,
We're putting that on straight after.
yeah.
This-
It's in the history of PhoenixOpinion because I've watched it on the channel,
Okay,
and
interesting.
it even gives like a release date, October 7th.
What? That's fucking close.
I know.
Okay, sweet. I'm hyped.
Is there any more remasters you can think of? 'Cause we've been pushing for time here.
There's a lot. Not that I can think of, but there's a lot that I want.
Obviously, a remake of the story from a ground up was Tomb Raider. That was like a remake, but like obviously not.
Oh, you mean
remake.
like a reboot?
Reboot. Sorry, that's the word.
Well, yeah, it was, but then they kind of made it like, oh, by the way, it's kind of a prequel to the originals.
It's how she becomes the Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why obviously you got Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Is
Yeah.
that what it's called?
Yeah.
The newest one.
Yeah. Apparently, isn't it the last one?
Yeah, they said it is, but then they also said Uncharted 4 was the last one. Then boom, Lost Legacy.
You can't count.
I know
that.
they consider it a DLC.
Speaking of
but-
HDs, remasters.
Yeah, we did actually forget to talk about Uncharted,
the Uncharted collection.
which did well. I think they were good.
60 FPS. That's
Yeah.
all it needed to do.
But at the same time, that falls under the.
But the problem
It
with
was
the
on
60
PS3.
FPS,
Did it really need it?
yeah, the problem with 60 FPS was the whole like climbing mechanic.
Yeah.
It pushed it to the point where it's like, I'm gonna jump over, I'm dead.
No, I'm gonna jump away from there
Yeah,
and just kill myself.
which is a bit annoying.
Yeah, that happened too much.
But
But yeah, I don't think there's much more to say on HD.
no,
Stuff.
I can't. I feel like there's one more collection that I'm missing in my head, and I'm trying to think back to my games.
There's loads of collections.
One was an interesting one. Was I've obviously finished it. You started it. Was good Persona 4 Golden.
Was that HD?
It's technically is.
Oh,
yeah.
was that a PS2 title?
It was a PS2 game. It was
Oh,
called
right.
Persona 4,
Oh, okay.
and then they just re-released it for the Vita. Gave it like obviously, I think they gave.
What, did you
it,
get like extra personas and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. They made it a lot better. Like they added way more in. I don't know if the FMVs were in the PS2.
What I don't get
version.
is a lot of people say Persona 5 is like one of the best games I've ever played.
I still haven't touched it. I want to
And-
stream it, to be honest.
I am at a point now where I'm like playing through 4,
Yeah.
and I mean it's enjoyable, but like I'm not seeing anything special from it so far.
It takes a fuck ton of time to get into it. Like,
Well,
really
I played it
bad.
for like 3 hours, and I've pretty much just done the first couple of fights,
Yeah.
and it's like Jesus Christ!
Yeah, because it's not
I had to
only,
run around town for so long.
like Greg Miller says, it's not all about the fighting, it's about like building the story up, like
Yeah, I know it is,
connecting with
but
the
at this
characters.
point in time, I've met like 3 characters
What is that? Chie and
and her friend
Yukiko
and that guy.
and Yukiko and what's the fucking guy's name?
I really cannot remember.
No, I can't remember either, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, Golden is technically a remake, remaster, whatever you
Oh,
want to call
okay, interesting.
it.
Well, then
that's-
you've got, I guess you've got Patapon remastered, and
Oh my god, yeah, but these are games we've never played. Like,
yeah, I know. I was sort of interested, but then I saw a trailer of Patapon
hmm.
remastered, and it just did not look good. Not
Yeah.
my kind of thing. I mean, one thing I am hyped for, which isn't a remaster or related to this topic at all, but I want to put it out there, is Beat Saber.
Oh, for VR.
When that comes out on PSVR, I really want to get that because I just need another new awesome rhythm game.
If they kind of similar to stuff, but if they just like we're releasing one final Guitar Hero,
the ultimate one.
It's Guitar Hero X Rock Band, and they just got all the games from the past, all the licenses, and just fucking threw them into one game.
That would be amazing.
That would be like.
Do you know the funny thing though?
The best thing.
I'm pretty sure one of the people behind it, I think it might have been Harmonix. They worked on one, then moved to the other one. Yeah, that's why Guitar.
Wait, they worked on Guitar Hero Live and then moved over to Rock Band 4.
No, they worked on Guitar Hero.
Right.
And then when that started to go a bit shit, and the peripherals thing kind of grew,
right,
and Rock Band started to take over, they moved to Rock Band, I think.
Ah.
Or they quit and made Rock Band.
I don't know.
And that's why they were like basically the same thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, what a copy!" But technically,
yeah,
it was
Rock Band
the same
has better
people.
songs.
Depends on which one.
When you pass
talking.
3 of Guitar Hero, for me, that's when it
Yeah.
gets a bit shit.
World Tour was really hit and miss.
There
Had
are like
some really good
6
songs,
that
but
I would play on World Tour.
yeah, World Tour was good because of GH tunes,
Yeah, there was
which
that.
the servers have now gone down, so it's like
Yeah, it's pointless.
shit. But yeah, I used to like get all the
Remember like the
anime
MGS
songs
skateboard
and,
and like stuff like that.
But I'm shit at that now. I can't do Guitar
There
Hero
is
anymore.
actually like one you can download for PC and just
Oh really?
link up a controller. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I see a lot of streamers
Yeah.
when they play Guitar Hero. The amount of custom songs.
I can't remember what it's called now. It's like called Copy Hero, and like you download it and it's loads of custom songs.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a separate game.
It's like a full-on game that someone made, and like
I thought it
and
was.
mods can like go in and make their own songs.
I thought they were literally like overwriting songs.
like for example,
What you could do it on PS2. You could like go to the software of the disc and you could overwrite songs,
no,
and it would still come up with the song title, and then you'd just be playing whatever you
No.
put on there.
for example, Danny Don't You Know from NSP.
Yeah.
Like that had like an actual thing you could play along to, like within like the first week of it being out, because someone went in and like made the notes.
When I get this PC, I think I'm going to be getting
I do want to get it.
definitely going to be getting
I'm
that.
going to looking into it soon.
I definitely would stream it as well because, you know, I'm not bad at Guitar Hero, so it'd be interesting for people to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as these people who stream it all day. Like, they are insane, but...
No, there was that one guy. Oh, I don't know his name, but he's really good at it. But
I mean, I guess I call myself good at Guitar Hero. Yeah, I've never done Through the Fire and Flames on expert, so am I good at Guitar
neither
Hero?
have I. So
It's too much. I can do the middle part. It's the beginning. I fail at the beginning because it's just too fast. I've done it on hard, so leave it there.
right, are we done now?
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
really think of anything more.
I can't think of any more HD remasters. Obviously, you've mentioned Mario Sunshine. That's up there as one of the big ones that I really want.
Yeah,
But other than that,
one VR game that has nothing to do with HD remasters I want them to just be like, yo, here's a dual disc with
man.
2 attached to your PSVR.
Well,
here's
it's like for the gun games, they released the gun attachment. They
Here's a
can easily do.
Yu-Gi-Oh fucking game that you can get every single card in, and like instead, like you've got the dual disc obviously there, and they've got like sensors on each part where the cards would go, for example.
Well, no, they
But
wouldn't
when you're in game,
they'd only have to have sensors.
but not only that, they release a glove. Right, I'm going really far into technology here. They release a glove that like links to the game,
Star chips.
and like no, not that, but like it's like got sensors on your fingers, so you know when you pick something up instead of like the move controller.
Yeah.
And you go in and you can like get packs, you can like open packs in there, and you can get cards. Like let's say for example they release what were the packs I got the other day? Oh fuck.
I can't remember what they were
I
called.
bought War of the Giants off of eBay.
Right.
And they can come with the god cards, for example. Let's say you just open that pack because it's there virtually, and you built up currency to get it.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah.
And I refuse to let there be a pay to win system in this because that will piss me off. And
In
you open them, and then
tournament-based
you like
games.
pull Slifer or Obelisk, and then you can build a deck around them, and then you can go online and fight people with this custom deck you've made, and like draw and hold the cards virtually.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing.
I don't know about holding the cards, but a way they could do it quite easily is have a dual disc which has buttons on.
Yeah.
So say you've got the like the VR on.
Yeah.
You don't actually hold the card, but you have like a controller essentially.
Yeah.
In one hand. it can be however you want it. I think the Vive controller would probably work the
The
best.
buttons would work in the sense of like when you want to activate a trap card, because that actually happens in the anime.
Oh, really?
When they're like, I activate my trap card, they push a button on the dual disc and then the trap card comes up.
Oh, right.
So if there are ways they could do this, and I know Konami are now introducing into their like actual tournament AR duels. Like they've got
where the
light up
monsters come up.
tables.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen.
where they place the monster down.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
I wouldn't be shocked if the HoloLens, if that ever actually does come out,
Yeah,
Microsoft
that looks like that
HoloLens
could easily do that if it
would
wanted
be
to.
pretty amazing for Yu-Gi-Oh.
You have no idea how quick I'd buy that if like they were like, here's a Yu-Gi-Oh
I
attachment.
mean, it probably cost you a couple of grand.
and my
that kind of
god,
technology
it
at
would be
this
the
point.
biggest debt and best debt of my life.
But no, I've got to say that they could have a
Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Give me a HD remaster or a remake of it. There
Isn't
we
it
go.
already on PS4?
Forbidden Memories from PS1.
Oh, is that the... Oh, what the fuck is the one called on?
Oh, it's Legacy of the Duelist.
That's the one.
The one that plays through the stories of
Yeah.
the
I still need to
shows.
get that. I got the demo, played it. I was like, this is good. And then...
There are some duels in there that are fucking stupid, and like you gotta be lucky at what you draw.
Oh, really?
There's one duel where
Well,
a
maybe
guy.
you just don't believe in the heart of the cards.
No,
Fuck you.
fuck you.
Yugi hates you.
There's
Damn you,
one
Kaiba.
duel. Kaiba. There's one duel where the guy has like 3 different types of Exodias.
What?
So like each Exodia card he has 3 in his deck, and he has cards that can just make him draw them consistently. He's like got Part of Greed, Graceful Charity. One time I went into a duel against him using obviously Yugi's story deck.
He drew 5 cards at the start and it was just Exodia.
No, he drew his 5 cards, went Part of Greed, Graceful Charity, Exodia, done. Game over.
Wow.
I
But yeah.
see it got in.
Anyway, I think that's about everything we can say about this topic. So we'll sign off there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to add.
No, not really.
Okay then. Hope you all enjoyed listening, and until next time, peace out.
Bye bye.